Good evening, everybody. This is Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. I'm your host, CmdrAleon, with a show that's always out of this world. Also host of WESU's 21 Years Going On NPR Pacifica Radio every Sunday morning, 11:30 to 1, WESUFM.org. Also a contactee. Also a person that is able to, has been downloaded with information and also abilities by the Ashtar Command to do certain things in general, and also right here on my live. Ray and Mary, good to see you. Everybody else, Mish. Everybody, welcome to the show. Hey, Mercury Man, good to see you up in Vermont, brother. Wherever you are. Hey, Hetty, good to see you. And we're going to have a great show, a great show tonight. And I've got my handy dandy iPad. I was checking out some of the latest reports for the month of September, and I was just looking at a video earlier of a former CIA official, no longer with the CIA, but he was being interviewed not too long ago, I don't think, and he said, he talked about contact. It was a good interview. I don't remember where it was, but just the interview itself. And the gentleman stated, he talked about how he had the timeline slightly wrong, that by 2028 or 7, there would be contact, but that timeline had changed. So I don't know when the interview was done, frankly, but I do know that obviously this former CIA person that had some sort of clearance when he was in CIA knew about this, and other officials within the government. So it's not even 2027. Okay, and I've talked about when the timeline is for contact. If anyone tells you any different timeline, it's not happening. The timeline has gone down to 2025, 2026. 2026 is when the contact will happen. I actually didn't look at the moon. But 2025 is the year when things are going to start amping up. And I was saying, oh, here's a CIA guy. Matter of fact, I probably can pull it up. And I think it was, he said 20. Let me see here. Oh, yeah. But there is a gentleman that actually talks about it. I wish I had the video in front of me. But we are definitely getting former officials that were in government agencies that are actually coming out publicly and stating the fact that we're talking about contact. We know a lot more than they do. But it's interesting when you do the research. When you do the research, there is definitely going to be things happening. I wish I can find the gentleman who spoke about this. And this was about the hearings that they had a few months ago. But there is a gentleman who essentially talked about this. Let's see, I was on Gia. And now, what's really funny is this is not it, but there is a guy. I know most of these people that are being interviewed, but it's very interesting how the subject has taken by storm on Gaia. Gaia is a really good network, and on other places around the world, with all these people now starting to come forward, because in essence they really have to. When you think about it, when you think about what's going on, they really have to come forward, because if they don't, they're going to be behind the 8 ball. I'm just taking a look here. But I was reading some stuff earlier on my tablet. And good evening, everybody. If you're just coming into the show, welcome to Encounters, the late night spiritual, #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. Shell, good to see you. Everybody, thanks for the gift. I appreciate Lynn948, the High Bear. So thank you so much for all your support over the last year, almost near 2 years now. We're getting almost into the end of the year. We have a few months to go, and then the exciting year of 2025. So if you think this year was kind of upside down, wait till next year, because next year is going to be even incredible compared to even this year. Could it get any better? Yes, it can. Yes, it will. And so one of the things, Dabilaka, I don't know what you're talking, evil entities. I didn't know what that person's talking about. So contact is coming, because I see a comment out of context that I don't know what they're referring to. So let me just make it clear for people about who's contacting who. The contact that's going to happen for people that read all these things all over social media, on the internet for years, all these websites. Hey, Celtic, thank you. I want to set something straight to the human population of planet Earth right now, right here, as I speak, because there is a lot of confusion out there. And I understand it. There are people that are being told, oh, we're going to be invaded by negative ETs. I get it. I get it. Some people are susceptible to believing the lies. Human beings sometimes do that, unless they question the authority. You remember that bumper sticker said, question authority? But if you don't question the information, when the government tell, certain people say, oh, gotta watch out, you gotta be prepared, because the contact's coming, and those negative ETs are gonna gobble you all up in your house, in your apartment, on the beach. Now, I know there's stuff like that out there, but I will tell you that stuff is pure garbage. And don't believe anybody who promotes anything that is pure garbage. If you know me by now, I just say it the way it is. I don't care who you are or where you are on the planet. I will just say it the way it is. You see, I don't fluff it up. But I will tell you this, that we are going to have contact. And it's going to be positive, not negative. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be very beautiful. I think I'm more concerned with the elevation of humanity now than anything else. All these wars and conflicts and people doing what they do to each other needs to stop. It just has to stop. And the bigger picture is that our planet is going to go through a major transformation, whether you realize it or not. The transformation includes not just human consciousness, the earth consciousness, the animal consciousness, the marine consciousness, but all consciousness. All consciousness. You see, I had no idea what I was going to say tonight here, but I am definitely amped up. I'm just saying, do you think contact with evil is possible? And if it would, you laugh. Now, why would, it's possible, but let me ask you a question. The person asking that question, the Bilaka, anything is possible, but why would you want to contact negative ETs? Why would you? I know there's a laughing. I don't know if you're serious or whether you're kidding. But I will say this, no. Anything's possible, but your focus needs to be on cosmic Christ consciousness. Forget the evil alien, the evil ET, the evil whatever. You need to shift your consciousness from those thoughts into the cosmic, the positive. Absolutely that way. Hey, M. Neil, welcome to the show. And I can answer questions, believe it or not. I do have a great deal of knowledge. I'm not an intellectual, though. That's the only thing. Hey, Get the W, good to see you. Yeah, don't manifest it. Absolutely correct. Hey, not just Nicole, good to see you. Ethereal Unlimited. So if you're new to the show, one of the things I will teach human beings, because I'm a human being too, believe it or not, yeah, absolutely. Don't focus on all these other things that you can manifest that have nothing to do with positive, cosmic, Christed levels of light. Throw that stuff out of your head. Don't even think about it. You know? And if you focus on centering and meditating and going within to get ready for contact with positive, beautiful people from all over the universe, that's where your focus needs to be. All right? That's really where it needs to be. So now it's the teacher coming out, the cosmic teacher, not just the talk show host. Because I know there's a lot of people that'll find the show and say, what do you think about this or that or whatever, you know? What about that? Just focus on light, focus on inner understanding of who you are, and waking up to the most highest levels of consciousness you can. It is cider season, Patty, and I do have cider. I got a whole gallon tonight. So we will definitely be getting into a couple of things here. And in a few minutes, we'll be definitely bringing interviews on the show. You're watching the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. I'm CmdrAleon, your host of WESU's 21 years going Astro Command Radio, Cosmic Eye Radio, and NPR Radio, NPR Pacifica. You know, so if you're new to the show, you're going to be addicted here. If you do get addicted to my show, you'll be healthy. You'll be really healthy. I guarantee it. Thank you, Miracle Magic. And we will get on. I didn't get to see Nico Herms, but I just want to say to him before I do the interviews, you have to be over 18. No kids on the show. No vaping. No smoking. No drugs. No drunks. No drinking. No paranormal discussion. No politics. No religion. And all that other 3D stuff. None of that. Just so you know. Because this show is called Encounters for a reason. UFO Contact. Spiritual UFO talk show. That's right. Merle's 51. Let me see. Nico has a story to tell. We're going to find. Where's Nico? He was in the queue here. If I find Nico, we'll bring him up. Let's see. Where's Nico? Thank you, Sloan, for the hanging lights. I appreciate it. There's Nico here. Let's see. I got a bunch of viewers. I had somebody in queue, and I don't even see them. So that's the rules of engagement on the show, of our protocol of interviews. Hey, Jay, greetings. Omar, the best. Welcome to our show. Please share and like. We want to get to 100,000 likes. That means everybody out there tap. Share with anybody you think should be watching the show that you feel should be here watching the program. Rita, Lamar, welcome. And I'm going to go backwards here a little bit. I don't see that person here anymore. I always ask people to be, oh, here it is. Let's see, Nico, Miss. I think I found them. Nico, I just invited Nico up if he's still in our broadcast. But I don't know that they're still here. Maybe they'll come back. So there's just a lot going on. And, like I said, I've been reviewing some of the things that I have noticed to be true. And in Columbia, Tennessee, last month, multiple lights looked like falling stars with tails. They looked like flares. I've seen a lot of that happening. A lot of people are having sightings all over the world. In Texas, well, a lot of stuff here all over the world. Well, I say a lot of what the national UFO reporting people have is United States. And this one here, back in July, that's old. That's an old report. But there are things happening. Tons of reports that are happening. So definitely we want to look at those things. I look at everything, you know. And one of the things that I look at is, and I find very fascinating, is the plethora of reports and interviews since 2023 that I've had here on this type of medium to broadcast and get so many different types of interviews. As a matter of fact, all our shows are caught up now on Astro Command Spaceship News on YouTube. So if you missed the show, you can watch all our shows on there, and you can watch them. And you can feel the energy shifting. Like for a few days, I know things are kind of weirded out energetically for people. I know for me, energetically, things were kind of like, I didn't know which side was up or down, and my energy was like going all over the place. I'm sure for other people, the last week or so that was happening. Today, I feel like a renewed sense of energy that I didn't have a few days ago. And, you know, it's just like, okay, everything's definitely cool. Everything, the vibes are really cool. And things are going to be all right, you know. And the train, the classic train coming by at this time, it's always going to happen. Michael says, do craft light out an almost green aura when stationary at night? It depends. I got to wait for the train to go by. Got to wait for that train. Always at the same time, yes. Okay, so yeah, they're all different colors. The vibrational patterns of the trains will be different. Nitro, before I bring a person named Nitro on, Nitro, can you tell me about yourself? So in the comments section, if you wish to be a guest, I need to know why you're coming on. If you're over 18, that's also important. And this way I can have an idea of what you're going to talk about with us and with our audience. So I have a little bit of a protocol, being a professional broadcaster for so many years. Tell me a little bit about yourself and why you're interested in being interviewed. I'm 40 years old, man from New York. Okay, so we got that for a 40-year-old man from New York. And what's your story regarding? Always had a question about abductions. About abductions, okay. Have you yourself, by asking the question about abductions, have you yourself been abducted or were abducted? Usually with that question, there's a connection. You've never been abducted, okay. Okay. Well, let me bring you up here, and we'll take a chance. Let me see, can I... Oh, you need to change your setting, Nitro. Your setting is on private. Julian, I guess your name is Julian. I'm a gamer, me to 20 followers. You're a gamer, okay. But you need to change your setting, and you need to have 50 followers to go on live. You have 35. You're not too far off, but you need to change your setting. It happens. I was where you were once when I first came on here. And a lot of what's going on now is, if you look at the sky, I love looking at the sky, and what I do is I can sense the spaceships if they're cloaked. I'll look in the sky and I scan the sky for where the ships are. Even though I can't see the ships, I know they're there. So a lot of times if you're totally activated, you can scan the sky anywhere in the world and you'll know if the ships are there cloaked. You will know it. You don't have to see them. You just have to be able to actually see them in terms of in your consciousness. Okay, I think Nico, here we go. Nico is a friend of the show. And Nico, we're going to bring Nico up. Hello, brother. Good evening. How are you? Good.
Pretty
How
good.
You doing?
Really good. Really good.
Good to see you again. And what's happening?
Well, I've had a pretty strange experience. I'd say it would be a one of a kind contact experience with alien matrix that I was brought into on ground. And before that actually happened, in the summer of 2020 going into 2021,
Yeah,
I seen this space vehicle in my backyard that was long, and it was going upward slowly, but it looked like a wagon full of ships. Like a you know how it would be like a train. It was long,
right.
and it was like leaving. It was in my backyard. It was pretty low. I'd say 50, 60 feet up, and it was huge. It was mega huge, and it looked like something long, and it was moving up slowly. And then it just kind of zapped out. Like it was really slowly. I could see like it was a bunch. Yeah, it was like almost like a train loading something or ships or devices that you could see individually, right? So that's how I would describe a close encounter that I had, right?
Yeah,
at the time. Cool. So I'm trying to give you an idea how it started. Yeah. In my past, I have seen UFOs. High up, I've seen orbs. I've had a few different kinds of experiences, right? So I could relate or see the difference, right? Yeah. Anyhow, to make a long story short, so in the summer of 2021, I had a business at that time, and what was happening was I had some music going on, the kind of music that's Arabic style, international kind of stuff.
Right.
I had a stereo. Now, I had a TV camera in my place, for surveillance, right?
Right.
And all of a sudden, I hear this large sound coming through my stereo system and my iPad. Mm-hmm. It was like I would call it like a trumpet kind of a sound, like really like unusual sound. Yeah, so when I heard that vibration, I looked in my front store window, and what do I see? I see two orbs, flying saucers, gliding in slowly into the atmosphere from out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Because I jumped out, I thought, what's something going on? Like, this is really strange. I mean, it was a loud sound. It was like a loud trumpet, okay?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, okay, so I seen two UFOs at the same time, simultaneously gliding into the earth out of nowhere. And one went east, one went west. So I sat down, I thought, what the heck is going on here?
Right.
The next thing I see, the next thing that happened to me, the whole place, my whole restaurant, from floor to walls to ceilings, there was graphics everywhere, symbolism, graphics. Yeah. This is a bizarre story, but it's true. I can partially prove it. I'm out of business now after the COVID, but anyway. And it was all over my hands. It was graphic. There was all these heads, all these. It was like a totem pole kind of a sighting with numerical, graphic. You could call it Mayan. You can call all kinds of figureheads. In other words, right?
A lot of it seemed like a lot of ET symbols that were being projected.
Exactly, like symbolic language that I could see visually, even right up to my washroom, right in my preparation area. But the scariest part of this whole deal was this thing lasted for about 6 months. It wouldn't go away. Wow. But at its height, because I'm very spiritual, I'm very sensitive, and I have I have always had high frequency and in tune with what's going on.
High vibration. That's right.
It was not a normal experience because on my camera now, I would see these three thin beams moving towards me all the time. And I would feel it like coming, it was almost like heavy downloads, and it gave me a bit of pressure on my head. I'm going, what's going on here? I could see the download, but I could feel it, and I could see these three beams moving, and each time they'd move, these things would change. Let's say it was almost like it was graphed into the floor, graphed into my metal table, and I take a picture, and these faces or things they're trying to tell me something visually.
Right.
So after getting used to that idea of what was really going on, I sensed this, that whatever they downloaded me with, I was going outside my restaurant, and I see this little being, because I was obviously trying to talk in their language. I was somehow communicating with some kind of language, foreign language. I didn't even know what it was, right?
Right.
So what happened was, what the strangest thing that happened to me personally was, because it was a bit of a smell, salty smell. They kind of burnt into my whole place and into my mind, whatever they were going to download, right? So anyway, I went outside my yard now, and my vision had turned into X-ray vision. Like, I could literally see myself with my sunglasses in the cloud, like 20 feet tall, for instance. I could see through the clouds. But not only that, when I was driving, with my own eyes, I could see this beam of light in front of my car, like a lot brighter than my my normal car lights. I see this V-shaped visionary light, luminous light, with all this graphics. In other words, before I went to a stop sign, almost guiding me where to go. Right?
Really interesting.
Yeah, this is really, really bizarre. And I mean, there's times where I can't even believe it myself. But it went on for so long, I thought, I'm not losing it. I don't know who this is, but apparently what I got out of the whole deal was, aside this energy that came through me, which is almost like X-ray vision that they gave me, for whatever reason, I saw the ship. They showed me the ship in front of my pavement, and there was a door that opened. There were little white people. They looked like little children with white heads.
Wow.
Is what they look like. And they said, well, you're not ready to go in that door. Now, the ship that I saw, that this matrix produced to me in front of my eyes, was the size of my whole storefront, directly on my parking lot. That's where even the graphics went. Yeah, the graphics actually went right outside my parking lot, and I could see things changing every day with whatever they gave me. I could see the changes in my parking lot, on walls. It was, like I said, it was an extra sensory vision that they had given me, where I could see things that were either in another realm, or how they mask themselves and they disappear. So they're there, and they stayed with me for 6 months. And I saw the ship, and the ship that I saw was like, okay, it had one main door, because it showed it to me landed. And it told me, we're on top of you now. And I'm going, on top of me where? We're over you right now. But it's not the right time. So what I saw was two upside down. I'm getting a call from the hospital here.
Are you getting a call?
Stop. So what I saw was two.
No, I think he's getting a call. His
Somebody's
phone, he's getting a call.
Yeah. So the thing, what I saw basically was, let's say, two UFOs upside down together, and the midway, in the middle, like when it landed, there was a door that opened up. Okay, these beings came out to tell me this, and they said, "Look at this. This is our ships. This is our." It was like huge.
Were they talking to you telepathically? How would they communicate?
All the time, graphic. Like, what I'm saying is, they gave me this graphic presence, where I could see things.
Interesting.
Graphic, like on the wall, like my whole my walls. I'd go in, and I don't know if other people could see them, but I could see them. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay. One of my friends witnessed symbolisms on my arms at that time. It was almost like a projection, like somebody like a projector projected into your house with graphics, right? So when I actually asked them, So when I actually asked them, well, can I come up to your ship, basically? And they said, no, this is not the right time. But when it's the right time, we'll know the keys. There'll be certain gates around the planet where you can enter. And I'm going, gates? Okay, a gate could be anything, right? So anyway, apparently these ships were mega huge structures, very metallic, and it looked like it that he could have, maybe 100,000 people on the top and on the bottom, hold a lot of people on these ships. Very galactic, very metallic, almost looking like.
What you were saying, I'm going to stop you, man. I know you have a lot to say. I got to interrupt you because I have to ask you questions. Yeah. So okay. I think when they said, you can't go on the ship yet, and in the future you'll be able, I think they're talking about large stargates where the ships go in and out of. I mean,
like a Noah's Ark.
Well, a Stargate is not that. A Stargate is, if you ever watched Stargate back years ago, they had a TV series and a movie called Stargate. But we're talking about a huge Stargate that's different than a ground level Stargate. A Stargate is where they will come in through a Stargate into this planetary system. So what they're talking about is, and I understand what they were saying, is when it's time, they would take you, when it's time for you to go on their ship, wherever they're from. I'm going to ask you some questions here, because they're obviously from somewhere else beyond Earth. They'll come back in a Stargate, and they will come back, and you will connect with them again.
That's what I assume, because yes, I agree with you, and I think they were trying to show me something in the future, but it didn't necessarily mean just me or myself, right? Because the way that I've seen these ships, they were actually metallic cities, and they were elongated ships. They weren't round.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like a little UFO. This was like a whole galactic enterprise, and I could see it was very metallic, very perfect structured.
Would you say it was like a city ship, like bigger than 2 or 3 football fields?
Oh, like absolutely! It was huge. It could probably fit maybe even 1 million people. There was 2 layers to it, right? And what they showed me was, okay, there was a main entrance. There was like a top long unit, a bottom long unit. It was a very metallic, very long. And what I could see with this little guy, he said, it's like it was telepathic, right? That it was like mega huge. It's not like one little UFO coming up to pick up 3 people.
Right.
Like when the time was right, they were prepared to take up like a bundle, almost like a Noah's Ark, but double faced.
Tell me something. I want to slow you down a little bit. The little guy, you call him the little guy. Can you tell our viewers about the little guy? Like, what did the little, not the little space person tell us? Can you tell us what that person looked like or being?
Yeah, he did. He looked like round faced. They had a white glow to them, very skinny body. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a white glow, like almost like I don't know. I didn't really see spacesuits or anything like that. He had a large head. He was white. He looked white. I didn't see distinct features, but he was always popping in his head and listening to me because I was trying to learn his language. And so he liked listening to me. I was talking with him in a different language.
So you're having a conversation. That's interesting. So
yeah, in a different language.
How tall was this being? How tall?
Not very tall. I would say he was at least 2.5 to 3 at maximum. Very, very skinny arms, very skinny legs.
Right.
It looked like a little baby. Actually, looks like a little baby's face, like a little boy. Yeah, and they were cute, like very cute looking. It wasn't aggressive or anything. And he was interested. He was like when I'd go in my car, he'd come around and he'd look at me, and then like I'd see him. Like things were happening in front of my eyes.
So it seems like the little space being was told. I've heard of a story of a little space being at the height of 3 feet, but the space being. I have a lot of questions here. The space being that you were communicating with, that you were having this, you had no fear of each other. You were communicating with this little space being, and it sounds like the energy you were getting from the space being was very positive, correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
The only thing that kind of scared me abruptly, aside the visual graphics and everything, and the actual printing that happened in my place. So whatever they were trying to imprint for me to learn, I was worried about why the beam was coming over my head all the time, right? So I kind of feel a little bit of pressure because of that, whatever they were trying to ingrain or put into my I wouldn't say DNA. It was more like a download. I wasn't sure why those beams kept moving in, fine white beams kept moving.
So there was these. I think you're saying the word beams, like a beam of light.
Yes, 3 of them.
So
three pointed with 3 circles.
Right. So these beams were coming down from the spaceship. Am I correct about that?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
And whereabouts was this? What can you give people an idea of where you're located, and what year did this happen?
Okay, 2021, summer of 2021.
2021, yeah. Folks. So in 2021, this all happens, which is amazing. These 3 beams come from some sort of a ship or ships, and what do they do?
Yes.
Are they like thin beams of light that are coming at
3
you
beams.
Directly? Okay.
It was 3. It was 3 points. Yeah, it was 3. Look, it was 3 points that I could only see. That picked it up was my surveillance camera. I couldn't see them visually. Visually, I couldn't see them. What I could see visually was the graphics that they imprinted on my whole entire floor, because I couldn't. It was when it was close to becoming winter. There's no way I can take it off. It was that graphic was like it was laser beamed into my ceramic floor. Is what I'm saying. I couldn't. It's not
so. So these beams, what's the word I'm trying to figure out? The beams put into the floor this information.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Now I'm an audience. So you understand? You're saying the beams in these ships put the.
Yes, and that same beam was hitting me on top of my head. I didn't realize it was my head, because every time those 3 points would move, like I would see them coming in the front. Like when they wanted to enter my door, I'd see 3 beams right away. They'd be still sometimes, they're all day still. And then I don't know if it was music or if I started talking or something, they would activate. This little guy would look into my door, see, because sometimes I had the door open, right? I see this little head pop in. He'd look like, "Hi, hello, how you doing?" And then these 3 beams would start moving towards me, but I didn't realize they were. I finally realized they were over my head, because there was times where I got a bit of a headache out of it.
Okay.
You know? So this is down.
So let me slow you down. So you're getting a bit of a headache from these beams of light, correct?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Only when they were moving. Okay. So do you feel internally, since 2021, tell us what has happened. Now we're in 2024, a couple of years later. I have to imagine, and everyone watching the show, this is Encounters, I have to imagine that things have been happening since then, correct?
Yeah, actually, a lot of the things happened during that time, because I had a friend of mine, actually. So this is another story, but same timing. So when I was in contact with these ships, my friend was on a lake, and she lived on a vortex. Now this lady, oh my God, I think this might be different kind of maybe entity related, but I don't know what. But the thing is, there was mutations on the ground that she took photos of. Actual mutated people, like a sphinx. I have a picture. Yeah, I have a picture of a sphinx myself from her photographs. There was something going on land. Now, she would see things going through forests, like vortexes and all that. It wasn't Sasquatches, but it was giants and all. But she did give me a picture of a UFO under a lake. I still have that photo. I don't know if I have it on here.
Where was this lake? Can you tell me?
Okanagan Lake.
Where is that?
I'm in Canada.
Oh, you're in Canada, Okanagan Lake.
Yeah.
So this is
this lake. This lake that my friend lived on. She showed me. She showed me where her house was blue, and these. I would call them entities, but I think they were grays, because she showed me pictures of these grays.
If they were Zeta, they're negative.
Zetas, and she was under attack, and I told her, move out of there, which she did. But she showed me the area that she lived there, because it used to be like Indian land and territory. She told me they've heard of Sasquatches there hundreds of years. They've heard of the Sasquatch and what you call the Ogopogo here, the giant snake stuff. Yeah. But the picture and the video she showed me of this, oh my God, it'd be like a deformed human being, 7 feet tall. Didn't look human, which I still have. And she had a video.
Let me slow you down. So did she have possibly lower vibrational extraterrestrial things happening near the lake where she lived there?
With her, she didn't say
It sounds like it.
extraterrestrial. She said she told me it was all vortex, and it was like thousands of these things coming out of the water,
So when you
including
let me
her
slow you down.
bathtub. Yeah.
So let me slow you down. You know, so for perspective for all of our viewers, we have a lot of viewers here.
Okay.
What was coming out of the water? Because nobody knows what that is.
Okay, what was coming out of the water was these all kinds of entities, beasts. Actually, she's got some YouTube videos on there, and I can't remember. She posted them.
I'm staying away from paranormal, so if it's unrelated to the.
I think hers particularly, because she was talking about things jumping out of the forest and heads, and I think hers was more paranormal, to be honest with you. I think it was a paranormal.
So we'll stay away from that.
So she was unrelated. Like I told her to get away from that stuff because I'm sensitive to that stuff myself. So what can I say? I've had a few. Yeah.
But with your own experience, I think we get the gist of it. I was trying to get a reading. I read energy on when I do interviews with people. This is CmdrAleon, the host of the show here on the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. What I get from your story for you is that these beings were giving you a lot of information. I'm not getting, I know they were about 3 feet tall, your situation in 2021. Do you feel they were, like you said, they had big heads and they were glowing? Did they have like big eyes and what can you tell us about the face? No big eyes.
Not big eyes at all. No. They were cute. They were like little children, is the way I could explain them. They had round heads. They had a round, like completely round face, very round head and very round face. Yeah. Very, very, it's like, happy little children, kind of happy, kind of like, they were not threatening. They were not threatening. They were trying to me, I found it like they wanted to be my friend, get to know me more, but they were also trying to teach me their language, because every time I tried to learn their language, it seems like they would be reacting to me, sending me different things, different graphics. But I mean, I couldn't take enough pictures to figure out what the messages were. There's just too much information.
I don't know where they came from intergalactically speaking. I don't know what solar system or anything. I was trying to figure out who they are. And I'm not telling you to recommunicate with them at all because I don't know much about them. But you say you didn't have any negative experiences, so I have to go with your story. But Nico, I want to thank you for coming up here, man, to share in 2021 what happened to you. And you are our first guest tonight on Encounters, so thank you so much. And I appreciate you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you, and I always follow your show. You have a great live there.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And
we'll try to keep these Zetas away because I think they're trying to interfere with good things coming here in the future.
Right.
Is the way I see it.
Okay, so I have one other question. So, do you want to keep the beings away that went and interacted with you in 2021? Is that what you're telling me?
Not really. No. Okay, I'm just saying with a lot of things that I hear here on your show sometimes.
Yeah.
With the Zeta and all that. Yeah, those are different entities. Yeah, different entities and stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, I got you 100%. Okay, Nico, thank you for coming up here, man. We appreciate you. This is Encounters, and that was Nico as our first guest. And our show is being recorded, and it'll be on my YouTube channel by morning. You're tuned into or watching Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. I'm your host, CmdrAleon, the man from Mars. I also am with the Ashtar Command. I am multi-conscious in level of cosmic consciousness, Christ consciousness, and also coming from Mars with a planet of 10 to 15 million inhabitants that live on Mars. Contrary to the lies on planet Earth, there are people living on Mars. So welcome to the show, everybody who's here. If you have a real story to tell, if you've been visited by space people, if you have, if you have had contact with the fairies or the Sasquatch or Bigfoot, we'd love to hear your stories. The one thing I try to stay away from is any interviews where people have this big ego that they're going to be the savior of the whole planet. I won't put those kind of interviews on here. This is a program that's really trying to get to real stuff that's happening on the cosmic level with people. So it's really important that I attain the same professionalism on my 21 years on radio as I do to the program here. So if you are having encounters with the extraterrestrial levels, hopefully good ones, not everyone is, but if you are, we want to hear those stories too, you know. I have a story, Jerry. I know there's a woman that has a story here, and I can't remember who it was. There was a woman that wanted to come on here before. Jerry Meister. Let me find the woman who was, there was a, let's see here. Half Pint. We're going to get you guys on too. There's another person here that wanted to tell a short story. Let me go backwards on the notes here. And I will find her. She's in here somewhere. Okay, let's see. There's a young lady here who had a story, and I will see her comment. And this person is going to be blocked. JoJo22 is being blocked. I'm just checking here who the person was. I hope they're still here. You're watching Encounters, everybody. Welcome to the show. Well, evidently, I don't see that person. I'm looking back here on notes. And I said, I'm staying away from anybody who has one of these images of being like the savior of the whole world type egotistical stuff. I've seen too much of that garbage. Let's see here. I'm going to bring up Half Pint, Ray and Mary, and I did try to find this other person. Again, if you're trying to get on the show, go to the multi-guest option, and the person that said, I can't wait to get probed, you don't want to get, if you really Frito-ith or something, either that's probably a kid or something. Anyone who would say that obviously is not, let's see. Oh, Trade Life 88. We're going to have you come on after Half Pint. So I'm following you. I think Trade Life 88. Don't go anywhere. We'll put you on next. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Are you there?
And how do you do, Commander?
The screen, the screen. I can hear you, but the screen is freezing.
Is it still freezing?
Can you hear me? Not now.
Yeah.
Now you're live. There you go. You're freezing for just a moment. So tell us, obviously something's going on. What's happening? Yeah, what's happening?
So me and Ray and my son were driving through town today, and we drove right through a vortex. And when we did, it's pure white, like you can't see really much of anything. Yeah. But when we did, you could see Jesus walking down the street in his robe.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. You went through it. I'll bring the picture up.
Yeah, so you're in the Appalachian Mountains, folks. You have to know where they are. They're not in like a big town. They're all the way up in Pennsylvania in the Appalachian Mountains. You know how high the mountains are. So you're on a country road, correct? On some road?
Yep.
And it's daylight.
It lasted for about a half a mile.
A half a mile. You went into a vortex. And if you want to show us the photo, I'd love to see that. So now we're going to see this. Okay. I just want people to know that Jesus is on a spaceship with the Ashtar Command. Just so you know, Jesus is on a spaceship. I know this is going to burst the bubbles of all the religious fanatics out there, but he is on a spaceship. He's actually off planet.
I can't bring it up. How do you do it again?
Okay, you got to go into, you go to the enhanced mode. You turn it on and go into effects, and then you find the picture in your picture gallery, and then you press the picture, and it'll bring it up. That's all you got to do. I even help people figure out how to bring their photos up on the show here. Jennifer, thank you.
I can't even find the green screen. Yeah, the green screen.
Oh, the green
I can't
screen?
find it.
Yeah, so you press the enhance on your, just press the enhance. This is a teachable moment. Then go to effects, and then you're gonna go, and there's a bunch of ways. You just slide the thing, because your green screen holiday. Go to green screen, and then when you see that, press it with your finger, and you'll get to the green screen. You'll see it. It gives you different options to do things. One of them is green screen. You're watching encounters. But you'll see the green screen. It's there. And so I see you. Now that is almost, yeah, like that's part of the green screen, but you want to go to your pictures. You have to go back to effects, and then just go to, it'll be like green and it has a little picture like a sun and stuff. You press that, and that'll bring you to your green screen. You have different options. Holiday, green screen tools, background, go to green screen. We're trying to help Mary show that picture. I want to see that picture.
I can't find the green screen though.
Okay.
Like it's not popping up on here.
Yeah, you did it the other night. What did you do the last night? The other night you were on here with us.
I don't know. I don't know why I can't bring it in.
Yeah, you can bring it in. So you're basically on your profile picture. Go back to effects on here on TikTok, and then you're going to see a bunch of options. It'll say green screen by TikTok. What you're going to do is slide the different things you have here. It says trending, new, play, face, holidays, and then after holidays and between holidays and tools, you'll see a word that says green screen. Press that. It's there. Every TikTok has it. We're going to help you. Yeah, she's good on the podium too. Hey, good evening, everybody coming in here. And you're watching Encounters. See, yeah, we weren't going to give up on you getting it, so you can do it. And then you're going to bring the picture up. It'll probably show up. Now you're bringing it. There's your green screen. You have the green. So here's a picture.
Okay, so check this out. This is Ray's hand while we're going through the vortex. Mm-hmm. He was morphing.
What do you mean he was morphing?
His hand was morphing, like he was going transparent.
Oh yeah, you can see the hand like translucent.
See the orbs on his fingers? He's got orbs on his fingers.
Move your face out of the way so we can take a better look. Can you put your face just, yeah. So we're looking at, so those lights that are there near his fingers are actually in the car?
Yep.
Those little golden lights
that are fingers.
Tip of his fingers. Wow, that's pretty interesting.
Okay, hold on. I'll show you the Jesus picture.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants to see. I want to see that. See, only on Encounters would you see stuff like this. You won't see it on ABC News, I guarantee you. Let's see here.
Let's see.
And all you're doing is when you find that picture, you press the picture, and that will be the next thing that'll be behind you. So for people who are new to the show, you're watching Encounters.
I can't find the picture.
But you have the picture, but you can't find it. Yeah, you'll find it. I'll tell you what, if you find the picture, come back up and we'll show the picture. So look for the picture now, and then you can come back up, enhance, and go to the green screen and just bring the picture up. And that'll be fine. If you just did the picture, whenever you did the picture, it should, if you took the picture and it's on your gallery of photos, you should have it in there.
All right, but it's not in there. They almost didn't let me put it on.
Who almost didn't?
They were going to stop me from putting it on. So
okay,
I want to show you this one too.
Okay.
So I got this last night. That's a different dimension outside my door.
Now, was it foggy out, or what's the deal with that?
No, it wasn't foggy. This right here is a different dimension.
So the
that
light,
pink stuff right there.
Now, is that the moon in the sky?
Yep.
Okay, so there's like a kind of pinkish white light outside.
Yep.
Okay.
So I had that all over the property last night.
Wow. So what do you think was happening with that?
I don't know. It happens all the time. You can walk outside and it's almost like walking into a mist.
Really interesting. So that's very interesting that you're having that kind of stuff happen.
I wish I could find that picture. It's a really good picture.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mary, if you find it, we'll bring you back up, and people want to see that picture that you're saying through the vortex daytime that Jesus appeared in a robe near the road, right?
Yep. Well, I'll get down and then I'll look for that picture and I'll let you know.
Let us know. We'll bring you up. I want to thank Mary for coming up. She has more of the show. She just has to find it. You're watching Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. My next guest is going to be, I think it's Trad Life. Oh, what happened to them? Okay, we're going to try to get them back. Oh, here they are. I just invited them. I think something happened there for a minute. Okay, I think we got it. I think we've got it figured out, folks. Hello? And hey, hello, good evening. How are you? You're welcome to Encounters.
Hi, I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good. And what's your first name?
I'm kind of nervous. Should I say my first name?
You can. First names are good. You don't have to say anything else but a first name.
Okay. I'll just say my name is Anna.
That's fine. And you're over 18?
Yes, I am. I'm 30.
Beautiful. Oh, 30. Well, it's a beautiful thing. And if you're new to the show, welcome. I'm a contactee. I've had contacts when I was a kid, and I have a lot of knowledge on the subject of all this. So welcome to the show. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Anna, and what happened to you, or what's your background in this whole subject?
Well, I'm from South USA, and well, I've had multiple experiences, multiple sightings. My first one was when I was 9, but I would say that I've had probably 10, but the one I want to talk about was December 28th, 2018. I remember.
And, by the way, this is up to you. People are saying, can you turn on your camera? Because a lot of them like to see the people I'm interviewing with. Totally up to you. Do you know how to work the camera?
I know how to work the camera. I just don't have my makeup on, and I'm a little insecure.
Let me tell you something. The most beautiful people in the world, men and women, have no makeup on. Look at me. I have no makeup on. I'm the host of the show.
Well,
but I don't care.
The thing is okay, I'll tell you this. I haven't told many people about this because then they think you're crazy. And
here we go. You're not crazy. Everyone says that on my show.
I know.
But go ahead.
I don't know if maybe I'm like, subconsciously conditioned or something. But the first time I told somebody, I was visited again, and I was shocked with like an electric prod.
Wait a minute. Repeat that over again. If I heard what I just heard you say.
Yeah, like the first time I had told somebody about like my experiences and what I saw, which I was scared to do. It was like the next night I woke up in the middle of the night being electrocuted. Ooh. And I turned around and there were these 3 beings. They were on my bed and they had like this long stick. And the best way I can describe it is like a cattle prod.
Oh my God.
They were electrocuting me, almost like punishment for talking about it. So that's why I'm kind of scared to show my face.
No, you don't have to show anything. You know, I respect every person here. I want you to tell your story because now, after you tell your story, I got, you know, and this is going to be a good thing. I will help you in ways that you have no idea, but go ahead.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, like the first time I saw anything was whenever I was 9, and it was like, I'm pretty sure it was on Independence Day, and it was just like the movie. I think it was 2004.
Uh-oh, you all right? I hope nothing weird's going to happen here. Are you still with us, Anna?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, what happened?
So yeah, it was 2004, and we were gonna pop fireworks, and all of a sudden, there was this huge like ship, like Independence Day, and we all looked up, and then all of a sudden, it was like 2 hours had passed, and there was missing time, and like, I looked at my cousin and she looked at me and I said, "What was that?" And she said, "The government." And then everybody went inside and cooked hot dogs inside. And
oh my God,
talked about it. And but anyways, this was one of the stories that I had told that person the night before I was like, you know, attacked. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna tell you guys what had happened in 2018, December 20th. Yes. I was with my friend, and she had flew down from Illinois, and we were having an awesome day. She's my mom's best friend's daughter, so that's kind of cool. And the day was amazing, like so high vibration, and it's really weird because every time I feel like I'm connected or like I feel like I'm on track, you know, I get this weird tingling feeling in like this certain spot of my back. I don't know if it's where the chip is or if that's, I don't know, but all day it was bugging me. And I mean, I had nothing but love in my heart, and I was just so happy and just totally good vibes. We were listening to Leon Thomas. That night, we were listening to like music from all around the world. Anyways, I went to sleep and I woke up at 11 o'clock and there was this huge like alien, gray alien with a big head and big black eyes, long skinny fingers. He had a jumpsuit on that was like grayish, silverish, and it was like an upside down triangle emblem on the right side of him, so it would have been on the left side of his chest. And it was upside down, and I don't know if there was like a snake in it, but yeah, he was over me, and I was in a state of like what felt like sleep paralysis. But here's the thing, I was moving. You can't move when you're in sleep paralysis.
No, you can't, not at all.
I was starting to sit up, and obviously I can't talk, right? But I'm screaming, I'm cussing him out in my head. At the time, I should have said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ." But at this point, I was just cussing him out and telling him to leave me alone. I was starting to sit up. It pushed me down back on the bed with its hands, long skinny fingers, And then another one from the back of the room, which was wearing a black suit, a different color, darker suit than the other one, but the same emblem was on the left side of his chest. Walks over and takes my arm and sticks a syringe in.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you.
Oh, because I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know.
It's okay.
It's like I'm reliving the experience.
I understand that.
detail.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No need to be sorry.
And then it stuck the syringe into my, where you normally put a needle where the vein is, and
yeah,
it was like, okay, whenever I was looking at them, I felt like I was like actually awake, like I was in the real world. Anybody who goes through sleep paralysis, they feel like they're in the real world. Well, as soon as they put that in my arm, they disappeared, and it felt like I was put to sleep, like this was the dream world, like this was the Matrix or something.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it was weird. But the moment that I was brought back to, they disappeared, and it felt like I was asleep. I was like, they are trying to keep humanity from love. I looked at my painting that I had avoided painting for like the last month, and I was like, they don't want me to paint. Like, painting is my superpower, and they don't want us to vibrate high at a high frequency into love. They don't want us to vibrate high. That's what wakes all of us up, is we have to be at that high frequency. That's what they're afraid of, and I'm shaking right now, but
it's okay.
I'm not afraid to. I think that I was supposed to say this, and and I have Jesus Christ, and there was another occurrence that had happened after that, but I had said, I said Jesus, and they went away, and anytime they try to come into my life, I just proclaim the name Jesus, and they don't bother me anymore.
So here's the deal. Now that I heard your story, I had no idea what you were going to talk about. You probably don't know much about who I am. I'll tell you one thing, those type of beings don't like me because I have more power than they do, way more power. And right now what I'm going to do is, if you let me do it, I'm going to do some, I'm going to remotely scan, after we do something here. I'm going to have you, if you let me do this, I'm going to take away any implants that they did into your body. I'm going to destroy the implants.
My back, and it's like every day, almost every day, it's so uncomfortable. And anytime I'm getting close, like in a very high vibration, it's so uncomfortable.
I understand that.
It comes back, the sensation.
I want to help you. Will you let me help you?
Yes, thank you.
I can help you.
Thank you.
I will help you. So what you're going to see here, folks, is that I'm not just merely a human being having a human experience. I came from beyond Earth, and then before I came here, I came from off planet. I'm a starseed, but not in the way that you think. I came from a star family of the Ashtar Command, where I come from. I have a galactic consciousness. I've been recently, in the last 2 months, downloaded by my father on the ship to be able to do certain things to help people, and I am able to do it. So with Anna, what I'd like you to do is close your eyes, please. I'm going to really help you here, and this is unconditional. So as you close your eyes, please.
My whole body is shaking right now.
I understand that. I completely understand that. So I want you to close your eyes. I'm really focused on you, and I want you to breathe in and breathe out of your nostrils about 3 or 4 times, please. And that other person, True Science, you're going to be out of here. True Science has been blocked. So True Science is absolutely out of here. All right, we're going to start helping you here. Tell me when you're relaxed. Tell me when you're ready and you're relaxed.
Trying to, my body's so tense, I'm trying to calm down.
I know. Take your time. There's no rush here. There's no rush. It's not a rush thing. I want you to relax. If you have to take a couple more breaths in, breathe in and breathe out. I'm going to help you.
Okay.
Hey, April. Good to see you, sister. I'm going to help you.
Okay.
Give me a moment. Okay. Now people see my palms of my hands. This is what I'm going to be using. The palms of my hands are where the energy I have is to help people remotely. I will help Anna right now. I will help her. Anna, what I'm going to do first is work on you, and then I will scan the area to find out where these negative ETs were. I'm going to send them into outer space myself. I have the power. I don't always like to use the word power, but I'm going to use the word power. So I do have the power now, people, to do what I'm doing as one singular person. Whether you believe it or not, I can do this. Not you, but anyone watching. Anna, I'm going to be working starting at the top area. I'm going to scan your frequency of your body. And what I'm doing now, there'll be a heat energy coming out of my palms and my hands, going remotely to your location. I don't need to know where you are. I'll just be able to do it.
Feel better.
You should be feeling some heat energy coming over you. If you feel anything in a minute or so, let me know.
I don't have the shakes anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm calming your energy down. That's the first thing we're doing. Then I'm going to amp up the frequency of the beams of energy from where I am. I'll start doing that now very gently over your consciousness. I'm working on your brain area, which is where they affected you the most. They actually put fear into your consciousness. We're going to take that away. You should feel some sort of an energy swirling around you.
I feel it in my heart.
Yes, okay. That's good. See? I know you're laughing now. That's a good thing.
Oh God, I feel like a crazy person.
You're not a crazy person. You're not crazy at all. Don't ever feel that way. You're not crazy.
Oh, that feels nice. That's wonderful. That's a lot of stuff.
Just let your feelings out. That's a good thing. Okay?
Oh man.
She has the right to feel the way she wants to feel, folks. So I'll let her be who she is. Okay.
It's happiness is what it is.
It's happiness, yeah. See? And what we're doing is we're going to get rid of those negative ETs. And right now they're not too happy with me, but they have no control over me.
I swear I'm not making myself laugh. I'm not.
I know you're not.
In my chest, right in the center of my chest.
Yeah, you feel good.
It's like joy, and I don't know. It's weird. I know what I saw, and I can't explain what's happening now. So. Well,
keep your eyes closed. You have your eyes closed?
Sorry. I was looking at the comments.
Don't look at the comments. Keep your eyes closed right now. This is really important.
Okay.
You can look in the comments later, but let's keep your eyes closed. Don't worry about the comments. Just keep your eyes closed. I'm going to send some heat energy over you. As you keep your eyes closed, that's when you'll feel what I'm doing. That's why it's so important to just keep those eyes closed. I'm also going to clear the energy We're clearing out all that negative energy that they put into you, the fear.
Yeah.
I love your laughing. It's a beautiful thing. So, you should have the feel any way you wish to feel. That's the important thing, people. People need to feel what they wish to feel.
I feel like that's the way.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely clearing out. I'm working on you really heavily here. I never know how it's going to turn out, but it's always a beautiful thing. I'm taking all the... So, did they implant you? Did you remember being implanted by these negative ETs?
In 2014.
So, I'm going to take out the implants. We'll find them, and I'm going to dissolve the implants out of your body right now. Keep your eyes closed. Whereabouts did they put the implants? Do you remember?
It's in the left side of... I want to say, okay, behind my shoulder blade, on the left side of my spine. On the
left side of your spine?
Yeah, it's the left. I want to say it's right in the spot where you can't touch your back, guys.
Okay.
I still have my eyes closed because I don't want to read the comments in case people
keep your eyes closed.
I don't want people making fun of me right now.
No, they won't be making fun of you. So keep your eyes closed. I'm going to work on the back, on your back, where the spine is. I'm using the two my two hands here, and I'm going to find the actual implant, and we're going to take it out of your body, and we're going to dissolve it. It's going to be, we're going to take it out right now, actually. I'm working right in the back end. Give me a moment. We'll find it. You'll feel light energy around it. When you feel like a heat energy where the implant is, know that I'm working to take it out. I'll be taking it out. It won't hurt.
I feel like a weird tingling on the right side but it's to the left. It's to the left in my body.
Okay. I'm going to work on the left side. Tell me when you feel the energy on the left side. I'm going slowly here. Tell me when you feel it. I can feel the energy of your back area. I'm scanning the back area right now.
Okay, okay. I'm starting to feel something. You're close. Go down. You're up.
Go slow.
You're by my shoulder. You need to go down more. You're getting close.
I'm going down. Tell me when to stop. I'm going down more.
That's it. That's it.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take it out. Keep your eyes closed, please. Give me a moment. I'm going to pull it out of your body. Hold on. And I'm going to destroy it too, by the way. I should have it out in a minute.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it's all right. I'm pulling it out.
It's the energy. It's so intense. I'm not making this up. I swear.
I'm transferring the energy. I'm taking that out, and you're going to be beautiful. You're going to have beautiful energy now. They're not going to be able to track you. They're not going to be able to do anything with you. After I do this, I'm going after them. I'm going after them.
I think I don't know. I think you took it out or something. I feel it.
Yeah, I did. It's out. Let me just do one last thing. I've been pulling it out of that area. I'm just going to do a thing here. I'm going to replace the implant and heal up the area within the area of your body. I'm healing it right now. Give me a moment. Now, give me a second.
Do you see it?
I took it out. I destroyed it. I'm going to put a light bubble of energy around you, a shield around your body. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. Once I do this, they won't be able to come near you ever again or detect you.
Oh.
Okay, your body has now been infused with a light energy. I'm just doing one last thing here.
That's so weird.
The next thing I'm going to work on your house or wherever your house is. I'm going in with my beams of light of energy from my hands. I'm going to clear all the energy in all your rooms.
Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe this.
Go ahead.
You're not going to believe this.
I will. Go ahead.
I don't know what it was, but I just felt something behind my back. It's so weird. It's like this. Oh my gosh, it's so long. Oh, this is disgusting. It's like a long white string. Is this Morgellons or something?
What?
Holy shit. Okay. All right.
Light?
Oh my God. I'm going to turn on my camera so y'all can see what I'm holding right now. I cannot explain this. This is a fuking parasite.
Oh, we got what? No, we can't use the language. What? No,
I'm not choosing. I know this.
I'm not. No. Don't use the language. That just.
Sorry.
No language.
Sorry.
That's okay. But go ahead.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll wait till you turn your camera on.
I felt this like. I'm not. I swear to Jesus Christ, I did not just.
Can you?
I guys, I'm not making this up. I felt something. It was like a little ball under my shirt.
Like a ball of light?
No, like a little hard ball.
Okay. It's under your shirt?
On its own. Is this...
Okay. Okay. You said you want to turn the camera?
This is... Can you see it?
I see that thing in your hand. What is that?
That's what I just pulled out of my shirt. On my back.
It's moving on its own.
It's more... Is it Morgellons or something? It's not...
I don't know. It's not like hair or anything?
I don't know what it is. All I know...
It could be a string or something. It doesn't look like anything.
I don't know. All I know is that this...
It's like wire or something.
I just felt... look, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hair. It's hair.
I don't know.
It looks like hair.
All I know is that I
fiber.
felt something and I pulled it out of my back. I don't know if this came from my skin or if this is Morgellons.
Yeah, no, it's definitely hair. It definitely has the look of hair.
I don't know if this is what it is or if it was a spiritual chip or what, but...
I'm not getting anything from that. I don't know what it is, but I did clear your body of the implant. I took the implant out. How are you feeling? How do you feel right now?
I feel great. So thank you.
Okay, good. Someone said to take that thing and put it in a jar or something.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the jar.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like hair to me, but again, I think it's part of your hair. That's all I'm getting. But the most important thing with you is
my hair isn't white.
Right. I don't know what that is. Yeah. I want to do. I need you to close your eyes.
It's like moving on its own. There's no air that's blowing it.
There's no air at all in your room?
No, sir.
See if it moves without holding it. If you put it down, see if it moves. Can you put it down?
Okay.
It could be static electricity. For all relatives, you might be right. It could be static electricity, which is not air, but static electricity will do that.
All right, I put it down.
Okay. It could be static electricity.
It's so weird. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the jar. If it is just a regular fiber, okay?
Yeah, it won't move in the jar.
Regular fiber, it's just a regular fiber. But if you know what Morgellons is, do you know what Morgellons is?
I've never heard that term. I've never heard of that before.
We'll just leave it at that.
Okay, just put it in a jar.
Thank you.
But right now, I want to focus on you. So how are you feeling right now?
I feel amazing.
Good. Now, the one thing I need to do is I need you to close your eyes again for a minute. I'm not done yet. Okay. The final thing we're going to do is have you close your eyes, and I want you to say these words. This is going to be self-empowering. So you're going to be self-empowered from now on. You're not going to be interfered with by these negative ETs that did something they should have never done to you. And we're going to make sure they never come back. Okay. So, yep. Where are you right now?
I'm looking at my back.
You're looking at your back?
Yes.
Is your back okay? It should be. I don't see anything there. You look like your back's all right.
There's a spot, but okay. Go ahead, continue. Sorry.
Okay. That's okay. Don't be sorry. I know you're all amped up and everything here. I want you to close your eyes, please, for a minute. Find a spot to sit down and just close your eyes for a minute. This is really important.
Okay, I'm doing it. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So what we're going to do is I want you to say these words, because I do this with everybody that I've helped here. I want you to say, I am a Christed cosmic being of light.
I'm a being of cosmic light.
I'll repeat it and I'll say it slowly. I am a cosmic Christed being of light.
I am a cosmic Christed being of light.
And we're going to do it one more time and empower you. I am a cosmic Christed being of light.
I am a Christed cosmic being of light.
And you are. And the one thing we're going to do now is one final gift to you. Give me a moment. I'm going to get rid of the ETs from monitoring you. With the palm of my hand, I'm going to find out where they are, and we're going to send them into space. I'm going to send them remotely as one I'm very activated here. So understand, I'm not just a human being. I'm also with the Ashtar Command. I come from a planet. I am here directly on mission to the planet. I'm fully activated, and I will help you one more time with a final gift. Give me a moment. Keep your eyes closed. I'm going to scan where they might be, and I'm going to shoot a beam of light that's going to take their ship and shoot it out back to where they came from. They will not be allowed to come to your location at all anymore, and they will never be able to see you again. And if they're hearing me, we're blasting you back out into where you came from, beyond this solar system, and they will be gone. They will be gone now forever and ever and ever. And Anna, you are now completely healed. There's no more negative ETs that are going to come near your place. Wherever you go, you're protected with a shield of light from my abilities within the Ashtar Command individually here. And I've been given this gift to help you. And I'm glad I know that now you have no more implants in you. The implant has been destroyed. I destroyed it, and you're now good.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
And you're a blessing. You are a blessing. You know, you're a beautiful soul.
Thanks.
You're a blessing. Give me a moment, folks. I have to realign my energy. It takes a lot of work to do this when I do this.
Thank you.
And you can come on anytime you want. Hang out here. There's a lot of beautiful people here all over the world that are watching this show. And please feel free to stay here with us. And you'll meet so many beautiful souls here. I guarantee it.
I'll follow you. And
did you put the thing in a jar?
Oh no, I'll do that as soon as.
Put it in a jar just to be on the safe side, because I have no idea. I think it's hair, but I put it in a jar anyway.
Okay. It's weird because it had like skin. It wasn't entirely all fiber. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely going to put. I don't have to know where the jar is. I'm going to put a seal around the jar of light.
It was like a little scab that was on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. So someone said put grape juice on it. I'm not sure what that would do, but just put it in a jar. Whatever you do, put it in a jar.
Okay. That's so crazy. Like I can't believe. I feel like I'm tripping right now.
Well, yeah. I just removed the implant and cleared your whole body of whatever they did.
So wild.
Yep. You're absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much for just your service here, and we're not crazy.
Don't ever. And the other thing, forget the word crazy. Put it out of your consciousness. Nobody's crazy. You're not crazy, and your story and your experiences were real. And I thank you for sharing it and allowing me to help you.
God bless.
And you too.
In the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Yep. You're a Christed being of light, and you're a star being, you're a star seed, and you're a beautiful soul.
God bless you guys.
Okay, Anna, I'm going to let you down. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to let Anna down. So give me a second, folks. I have to realign my energy. It takes a lot of work, to do what I'm doing on this side of the screen is relatively new for me. And so she's now healed, She's in good shape. She's in good shape. I'm really happy for her. I am. Yeah, I think I need a glass of apple cider, which I have here. I got so involved in helping her, I forgot about the apple cider. So for people that don't believe this is possible and think this might be something that's impossible, understand who you're dealing with. My name is CmdrAleon. I'm a contactee from the 60s. I've been activated by my space family to do things to help people. And I'm here to help people listen to their stories, but I also go into Ashtar Command mode, and I am who I am, and that's really it, I do things unconditionally for others, as I would hope they would do things for me. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. and I am willing to help other people. Thank you, Sun Laser. Yeah, I just drink apple cider. I've been drinking apple cider in New England for a long time. That's my drink on the show is apple cider. But I don't drink vinegar apple cider. So there are people saying they need help. I need to know what's happening here. Depending what it is. First of all, you have to be over 18. Debbie, thank you for the tar. Let me just explain something for new people. My name is CmdrAleon, so I don't expect everybody to know who I am here. Thank you, Nico. I'm from Mars originally, which is 10 to 15 million inhabitants. I am with the Ashtar Command, which are cosmic Christed beings of light from many planetary systems. I'm fully activated, so I'm not just having a human experience. I work in multi-conscious levels. I work in the cosmic Christed levels. I work in the galactic levels, so to speak. And I've been given the ability to do things with my palm of my hands, and everything I do is real. And you don't have to believe me. Just talk to the people that I've worked with on here. They'll tell you. They'll tell you. You know, there's no fake stuff. I don't have any crystal balls here. I'm not using pendulums or some weird stuff with neon lights behind me. It's all real. Thank you, Sue. And I also thank my father, Obar. They're watching me on the ship. I want to thank him for giving me the ability to help others. And I know he's watching, and I know my family on the ship is watching. And I send them my love. I really do. It's so important to understand that. You know? And as time goes on with the show, I'm finding more and more I am helping people. Not just doing interviews, I'm absolutely helping people. Clarissa Ann, it's the name of the command is Ashtar, Ashtar. Catherine, good. That's the way it should be. Freya, okay. I'm being blocked and my body is being controlled. QT, I'm going to bring that person up here. Being controlled. So are you being controlled by negative ETs? Who's controlling you, QT? QTube. Thank you, ABC. I do have a sense of humor, too. That is true. Catherine said, I had a death experience for... Thank you, Dorina. I feel like a feather wants... My father, Feather, wants me back. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to read all these comments here. ABC says, I see green people. Greetings. I believe in negative ETs. I live... Okay, so I believe it's negative ETs. Okay. I'm going to bring you on there. I'm going to actually bring you on. You're watching Encounters, and I have another person here I think I'm going to be helping. I'm going to hear their story first. This is one of those nights, so... Okay, QTube, good evening. Welcome to Encounters. This is CmdrAleon. How are you?
Oh, very fine. How are you?
We're doing good. And what's your first name?
Quincy.
Quincy, nice to meet you out there. You're in Las Vegas, correct?
Yeah, I stay in Las Vegas.
Okay, and can you bring... And it's up to you. This is completely optional. Can you go on camera?
My room is dark right now.
Oh, then don't worry about it.
So, yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about your story. You got a little bit of it in your sentence. What's going on with you?
Like 3 or 4 years ago, I just started hearing things, but I wasn't hip to, like, say the chakra thing, and your third eye being open. So I'm not sure what they were or what it was, but then, like, say 2 years ago, just like body manipulation started happening to me.
Oh, okay.
So
and when you say body manipulation, was that done by external ETs that were doing this to you?
Yeah.
And what did they look like? Can you give our audience a slide just to get a background as we're getting into your story?
What I've seen so far was dark. Like dark hooded type I think ETs.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but they appear at night mainly.
They can come at night. Okay.
Yeah.
And so tell us when that started happening, and they started connecting with you, what did they start doing with you?
Mainly I started feeling like you know how electricity would say if you would shock somebody, something like that. Once you touch something, but it will happen all throughout my body.
All throughout your body, okay.
Yeah,
and were these dark hooded beings near you when it happened?
I didn't see him, and I couldn't see him. No, I couldn't see him. It's like more when I go outside, I would see him.
When you go outside, okay.
Yeah.
So why did you go out? I mean, when you were going outside late at night, or was it like when was this?
Oh, it was late at night.
Late
when
at night.
Basically when everybody was asleep.
And did you feel that you're being drawn outside by them, or did you go out because you wanted to go out?
I was going out because like sometimes the energy in the house would be like too heavy for me. Like someone basically like sitting on my chest, or something was sitting on my chest, or they choking me too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And the choking that you felt, do you think it was coming from these negative ETs?
Yeah.
Okay. Continue on, and if you want me to help you, I will. But I want to hear the rest of your story.
And like they would talk to me a lot about my heart rate. Like every time, like say because I was afraid at first, my heart rate would go up. They would notice my heart rate going up, and then I would also my heart's beating faster. So I didn't know if they were tricking me into that, or was, were they making me do that?
Okay. So, and what year was this?
I would say like it started in 2022.
2022, okay. And so from 2022, everybody, you're still having the experiences started. They're still happening, correct?
Yeah, it's still happening.
Okay. So cutting to the chase, I can definitely help you. Would you like me to help you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So what we're going to do is, very importantly, I want you to close your eyes, and we're going to help you. And we're going to get rid of those ETs. They're never going to come back. When I get done with them, they will not be coming around the corner anymore. And they'll be aware that I'm coming there, but they are not going to go near me. My energy is so high up there, they probably would just disintegrate if they even tried to come into my energy field. So here's what we're going to do. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to breathe in and breathe out of your nostril about a few times until you feel completely relaxed.
Do I need to be laying down for this?
No, you can sit up or lay down. It's up to you.
Okay.
You just, as long as you're comfortable, that's the only thing that really counts.
Okay.
I'm going to close my eyes now, folks. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually already in it. I'm in my Ashtar Command consciousness right now. So it's different than me being a talk show host. So I switched my consciousness in 2 seconds. I'm now elevated into my Ashtar frequency, and this is where I can help people. So I want you to relax, and as you're relaxing, let me know when you feel totally at peace.
All right. I do.
Okay. All right. So I want to let people know these are my hands here, my human hands, right? These hands here, my father on the ship activated me to have more ability to help people, and the energy comes through the palm of my hands. So my hands are actually, in a way, a device to help people. And if you don't understand it, that's okay. But that's just what I do. So I'm going to put myself like I'm sitting in the room with you. My hand goes over your head. Keep your eyes closed. And you're going to feel some sort of energy in about a second or two. Yeah, the heat in my palms are getting really strong now. How do you feel?
I feel like something's loosening up.
Yeah.
Because they have my lungs a lot too.
Okay, well, we're going to work on every aspect of your body. I'm going to start from the outer. We're going to work on the cellular structure. You say your lung area. Well, actually, that's where they tried to hurt you a lot in that area. We're going to clear that up here. When I get done, your lungs are going to feel fine, and you're going to feel much better when I get finished. I'm hitting the lungs from the back of your back and from the front of your body. So what I'm doing is I'm working on reversing what they did to your lung area. You should start feeling a lot of heat energy going into that part of your body.
Yeah, I do feel the heat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm reversing what they did to your body. I'm reversing the whole thing. I'm reversing the whole thing. Yeah, the heat's really strong now in my palms. I'm going to reverse what they did. I'm also going to take any implants out that they put into your body. I'm going to destroy all the implants that they might have put into your body.
Yeah, the heat's crazy.
Yeah, I'm working on you, brother. I'm working on you from here. And I'm all the way here on the East Coast, and I'm doing this remotely. And what you're seeing, folks, is really happening. It's not your imagination. I'm with the Ashtar Command. How's your lungs feeling now, brother?
They're opening up.
Yeah, we're going to clear it up. In a few minutes, your lungs will be back to where they should be. Your lungs will be healed. I'm just pulling out some stuff that they put in there that we're tightening up the lungs and your breathing ability. I'm working on your throat chakra, throat area, down through your lung area. We're going to get the throat, the air coming into your breathing ability is now going to be cleared. You're going to be able to breathe more naturally. You're not going to have a tough time breathing. I know you had a tough time breathing. So you're now going to be able to breathe naturally. It'll flow much better. And we will take anyone out. My moderators definitely, I got great moderators. We're taking any people out here that think this is a joke, what I'm doing on my show. You will be out of here in 2 seconds. How you feeling now?
I'm feeling better.
Yep, I'm almost done. Give me a second.
I feel things getting shut off.
Can you explain? When you say shut off?
Like things are disappearing.
Yeah. I'm putting you into a higher state of frequency right now, brother. I'm putting you into a high vibrational pattern. Once I'm done doing that, no negative ETs can come up to your vibration anywhere. They won't even be able to see you. They can't even see you. They won't see you. And after I'm done with this, I'm going to send energy where they are. I'm going to scan where they are, and we're going to send them out back off planet. They will not be able to come back to Earth. I'll make sure of that. I will be able to do this myself. A lot of heat energy coming from my palms to you to help you.
Yeah.
I'm almost done. Your lungs are now okay.
Yeah.
How does the lungs feel? They feel good now?
Yeah, I can breathe again.
Yeah. I took all the negative energy they put in your body. I took it out and destroyed it. Give me one more second here. The negative ETs don't want to fool around the commander because I will bust their matrix into space. Okay, I'm just working on your brain area for a minute. I'm going to elevate your consciousness to a much higher vibrational pattern. And when you do go to sleep, you'll have no negative dreams, but you'll be able to connect with the star people when you're ready to, your star family. That's my gift to you. Give me a moment. There's one more thing I need to do. You in an apartment, house, or a condo?
I'm in a house.
Okay, so I'm going to scan your house, and we're going to scan every room with the palm of my hands. I'm going to scan the rays of light. We're going to up the vibrational levels in every room. I'm going to start with the room you're in. Give me a moment. Even though you have your lights out, I'm going to put a high vibrational pattern of energy in that room right now. You should start seeing some things in the dark. You should start seeing some golden light, particles of light that are showing up. Give me a moment. You can open your eyes. Yes, open your eyes, please. I want you to experience what you're going to see. There'll be twinkles of light that should appear in the darkness. And if you see anything, let me know.
Not yet.
That's okay. I've never done this part of it before. This is new for me, so. Working in all your rooms right now just to make sure every room is vibrating in a high frequency. The last thing I'm going to do is put a bubble of light around you, around your home. Okay, brother. Okay.
Yeah,
you can open your eyes now, brother. You're definitely healed.
I feel great, by the way. Especially my lungs and my throat area.
Yes. Yes, I took all the stuff they did to you out of your body and destroyed it.
Could you tell me what was it, or what do you see or feel when you're doing something like that?
For me, my main feeling is, for me, I'm sending energy to, if it's an implant, I destroy the implants in the person's body, and I take the implants out as I did with Anna just before. So I destroy the implants. I destroy them.
Okay.
That's what my father gave me the ability to do. Only in the last 2 months have I been given the ability. My father's on a spaceship right now. They're watching the show. on Ashtar Command Ship. My mother, my two sisters, and brother, and so I've been thankfully given this ability to help people, and that's just what I did for you. You're never going to have any more interference again.
Okay. All right. I appreciate you for helping me.
And you know what? You sound so much better, you know?
Yeah. I feel better too. It's like I'm not gassy anymore. It's like my stomach went down.
Yeah,
I
Quincy,
feel better.
you're good, man. You're good, Quincy. You're good. And you know what? Well, if you need anything, you won't need any more help. You're going to be good. I want you to do one more thing as I did with Anna. I need you to close your eyes again, please.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to say this. I am a cosmic.
I am a cosmic.
Christed. Being. Of light.
I'm
going to say it one more time with power. I am a cosmic. Christed. Being. Of light. And I will never, ever. Be attacked by negative ETs again. Okay, brother, you're good. That's
All right. Thank you.
All right, Quincy. Well, I hope you'll stick with us. I'm following you now, and you're a friend of the show, and I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you very, very much.
All right, Quincy. We'll let Quincy down here. You're watching Encounters, and I definitely, I have to realign my energy. Let me take some apple cider here. I've been doing a lot of work remotely here with 2 people so far. And for folks watching this, it's a lot of work. I've been gifted by my father, Robar, and I have no idea how much I can do because I don't know how much I've been gifted or activated to do with people. I have no idea, but I know the stuff I'm doing now I can do. Yeah, Hetty, it's been very busy. So I take responsibility for everything I'm learning to do that's being given to me by my father, and I thank my father again for letting me be able to help people this way. Give me a moment. Just getting centered. Harp Lady 73. Hey, Harp Lady. Thank you, Sue House. I appreciate that. I'm just taking a few minutes. Thank you. Thank you, Divine Empress. We hit 100,000. Thank you. Thank you. Catherine Dorn Masters. Let me get Catherine Dorn Masters, a guest speaker on MUFON. Catherine, we're going to bring you up as a guest. Welcome, Catherine, to Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show, and more. So not only am I a talk show host on the subject, but we go beyond the nuts and bolts here, as you can see. So Catherine's been a guest speaker on MUFON. Catherine, if you want to come up, we'd love to have you on the show to share your story. I just sent Catherine. Here we go. Beautiful. Let's see here. Catherine, welcome to the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media in the country, Encounters. How are you?
Hi, Commander.
Hi, Catherine.
There seems to be some difficulty with the... You guys hearing me?
I hear you fine.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, because I'm getting some interference.
I do hear some interference, but I do hear you.
If we go out, because I get a lot of it. Because they don't like me talking.
Why does it happen?
They don't like me talking about what I do.
Who doesn't let you talk about what you do? The government?
Yeah. This is...
Go ahead. You can talk here. Let me do some hearing. Hold on a minute. I'm going to stop the interference. I'm going to stop the interference right now. Hold on a minute. I've never tried doing this before, but if the government's interfering with you, we're going to stop it. Give me a minute. You're going to be able to tell your story here. Hold on. Let's see if I don't even know if this will work. I do other things here, but I've never done things to stop interference, but we're going to do it.
I'll go grab my crystals.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm going to grab my crystals right quick.
Okay. And we're putting
because it's just not the military. I'm sorry, do what?
ETs? It's negative ETs that are trying to stop you too?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're going to hear your story, and we're going to stop the negative ETs. So we're going to have you relax, tell your story, and if you've been watching my show tonight, I will help you, and we'll stop all this garbage from happening.
Yes, I have been, and very, very intrigued, impressed with what you're able to do. It's
oh, thank you.
Not many I say that with, because there's so many out there, you know, with the high electromagnetic fields that we've got. Because not only we got the outside interference with the electromagnetic fields, we also have the government. We do have good in government. So as everybody knows, it's an all-out battle right now. And it has to do with the electromagnetic, all the energy. You feel it with, a lot of times your bodies will be vibrating, you know, laying in bed or you're sitting in a chair and you feel your body's vibrating. This is all that we're dealing with. We've got underground tunnels, underground bases, we got good and bad, all going on here. I really like what is being said about rebuking. You're very right, because this is all electromagnetic energy, and electromagnetic energy is spiritual energy. That's why that we can have authority over it. This is something that they do not want you to understand, that we have been flooding this planet with higher beings. This is a prophecy that was started around 1980. We've had waves, but in 1980, we began an inundation of more greater pure souls, is what I liked referring to them. Mm-hmm. And in 2012, December 2012, boy, the Mayan calendar was right about the advance. I mean, we were just inundated with the spiritual energy, and it's a way that we're going to overcome the. I don't like saying negative. I like using the more proper identifying terms is evil energy, because it's you got evil and righteous energy. Righteous energy is very powerful.
I call it the lower vibrational ETs that are being kicked off the planet versus the star people that are coming here as it was supposed to be, and that's what I work with. I work with my father on the ship, and we're basically rounding up all the negative ETs, and we're basically taking them off planet so they can't come back here. That's what's happening.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that exactly with the way that you're doing it. You can do that with knowing that their presence. You know, people talk about, I knew that they were there. I knew that the ships were there. You know, I couldn't visibly see it because, you know, let me tell you this, share this story with you. Because where I was at for several years, like I said, I didn't know that it was a nest of ETs, but when I started helping this group of autistic kids who were wards of the state. When I was seeing what was done to them, you know, no, I don't go along with that. I am a very righteous person, and like I said, I had my death experience where I died for 14 minutes in 1992, and I was shown all this mind control and all the technologies that was used with it. And then I went through a lot of training where I was shown what exists here and how that it is manipulating people. And yes, the implants, gosh, you know, it's crazy, the implants. And now they've got it to where that, where they've been trying to advance it, where they don't need so much the implants because they've got the network, you know, set up above us, you know, the neural links and stuff. But it's still the same thing, you know. But, excuse me, they have been... We've had a lot of this adverse side effects of the electromagnetic fields. Dust. Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
It will fill your lungs up.
A lot of that, Catherine, a lot of that's being cleared out now. A lot of that's rapidly, the planet's being cleaned up by the star people in our oceans, and our air is being, we're going to go into a very, very strong shift between 2025 and 2026 when there's, and you might not know the whole story, but there's 5 of us here, including myself, that will be taken off planet soon, probably in 2025 at some point. When not just permanently be taken off, we'll come back, we'll be away off Earth physically for an hour. My father, my mother, and my 2 sisters and brother are on a spaceship. And I am with the Ashtar Command. I came here as a starseed. I've been a talk show host on NPR radio for 21 years. A former writer for Sedona Journal, and I've done workshops, and I've taken people off planet, and I've teach people in my workshops how to travel out of their physical body to a golden ship of light that's way beyond this particular solar system. But anyway, I digress. What I'm saying is the planet's going to be cleaned up of the mess that it's in pretty soon.
Won't come too soon, will it?
It
won't come too soon. Because a lot of people are having lung issues. This is what we're seeing. Lots and lots of lung issues. You see fibromyalgia with this, all this energy. So, let me share this story because I want you to understand what these electromagnetic fields are like and what they can do and how they can distort. Okay. At this one point, I had taken my mom to this little outpost town where this lady does her hair, and it's a home just turned, nothing fancy, you know. This is in Southwest Oklahoma, you know. So I'm sitting there, and it's just me sitting in these little chairs, you know, where the entrance is, and she's washing my mom's hair. It's just the 3 of us. And all of a sudden, this guy walks in. The bell goes off as he opens up the door. And he looks like he's in his 50s. He's got a burr cut. Looks like he just got off the tractor. Like he's been baling hay, you know. And he looks at me and he grins. And that irritates me right off the bat. And I see to my left-hand side, I see this electromagnetic field go up. And this looks just like gas fumes.
Oh, wow.
Looks just like gas fumes flowing through the air. That's how you can spot these. And I knew that my mother and that hairstyle, they're not going to be able to hear anything that's transpiring. He's got this shut off. It's just going to be... They're not even going to know what's going on. And they didn't. And he sits down, and he starts grinning at me. I'm getting more and more irritated by him. And this is the stuff they like to do. You know, they want to scare you. You know, they want to scare you.
Now, when you say...
But, you know, I can't be scared.
Can you explain who they are? This person, who was this person? Was he with the government, or who was this person? Are you still there?
I can't tell you whether that he's an ET that works with the government, that he is the government, the military industrial complex. This is in a nest. I'm in a nest of these people, and these people are after me. They're,
So it
so
could
it
be
is.
intimidation.
They're wanting to silence me.
And why
they're
do they
wanting
want
to
to
silence me
you?
because I know all what they're doing. Because I was shown it. I was shown it, with God, Christ, Moses. I was shown all the way that they're doing mind control. I know how they're stealing from people. I know how they're entering in homes.
Let me ask you a question, because that's what I do here. That's part of what I do. So, would you consider that guy like a men in black, the MIBs? You know what the MIBs are, right?
Yes,
Men
I
in
do.
Black?
Yes, I do. He could be.
Okay.
He wasn't wearing the typical Men in Black. Yeah.
Well,
yes,
they won't.
Could
they
be.
don't have to.
Yes.
They don't have to wear a suit anymore. So I'm getting. Here's what I'm gonna get. I'm getting. It was probably one of those Men in Black people looking like a farmer, trying to blend into the community.
It's intimidation. It was all intimidation because at one point, he leans forward, grinning. He's got this, Cheshire grin, leans forward and says to me, "There's tunnels under the ground." Okay, that just did it. Y'all have to understand me, I don't scare easy. And I leaned forward and I said, "No kidding. I'm going to clean it up." That's not exactly what it said.
Right. You're
he snapped back. Oh, he was. Yeah, he was very, very angry. Very angry with me. He got up in a huff. He just looked at me, and he just stormed out. And I seen that veil go down. And I thought, okay, they don't know what this one took on over here. See, this is how.
Right.
This is how they are entering in to our homes.
Right, but understand.
They create.
So let me explain something. Okay. They're not entering into everybody's homes. They might be entering into some people's homes, but understand there's a lot of people out there that they have no control over. If they put that consciousness into your consciousness that you think they have control over people's homes, they're trying to scare you. They don't have any control over anybody unless that person has an experience with them. That's the key thing. They don't have any control over anybody. They want you to think they do, but they have absolutely no control.
They have buildings that they have been erecting that are on these grids. And so, and they love to do it with
where are these buildings located? How do you know about the buildings? I'm kind of curious.
I'm trying to tell you. A lot of them are apartment buildings. They love to do it with apartment buildings because you can wire apartment buildings with your Wi-Fi, with all different types of communication. And I just rescued my mom from this one multi-living apartment. It was 4 stories, and I've got video that you can see these electromagnetic fields, their waves coming in, and they're coming from below, and you can see the walls being distorted, and you can see this juddering. And when I start seeing people dropping things, or I sit there and people talk about that they're dropping things, yes, this is the energy that is flowing through here. This is what they're doing. And it's the same as saying worlds coexisting. Worlds coexisting. They habitat the same space. Do you understand what I mean by that? Because just like what right now, you're inhabiting more than one space right now, because you just talked about that you have this connection with the people that you work with. So you have another. Yeah, you have other energy fields around you. You got more than one. You have the physical, you have the spiritual. It's all electromagnetic fields. Have you ever seen on cameras when you're taking a video? Have you ever seen distortion coming up? There's things that aren't supposed to move that move. You ever watch that in on cameras, on video cameras? Because if you watch that, when you start seeing a really big distortion coming through, I know to watch that area because you're going to see something enter in. If you keep this electromagnetic field up high, you're going to have a lot of things that are entering in, that are habitating. And they're talking about that there's a big mental health crisis. Well, this electromagnetic energy that we're living in does affect us like this. So the mental health energy is if we can bring this energy down, you're going to see people not actually literally blowing chakras.
Now, I hear what you're saying, but also beyond the electromagnetic energy, there's also the other part of it, which is what I teach in my workshops is the cosmic spiritual levels of energy, which is a little bit different than electromagnetic interference. You have to look at that part of it too, because if you only look at that one part of it, that all encompasses that and that's it. There are multiple levels of energy. Not all of it's electromagnetic. A lot of it, if you're in a vibrational pattern as a star seed, that doesn't come into play. The star seed comes from off planet, like myself as a definition of a star seed. I came here with human parents, they're no longer here. But when I came here not looking at whether electromagnetic energy was interfering with me or not. I came here to bust the matrix and to get people to elevate their vibrations up to a Christed level of consciousness. And it's consciousness that's the key to transformation of humanity. Oh, my cat's here. I was wondering when you'd be here, Missy. My cat likes to get on the show once in a while. She's near me right now, so. But
yes, I have mine jumping all over too.
Yeah. So So energy is really. I think a lot of what you're saying is definitely true. But on the other end of it, there's many different doors to this thing. There's the door of spiritual vibrational energy, and then there's also these other things. Yeah, that the government is trying to do, but the government's going to fail anyway, because whatever they try to do, they're going to just fail. Because we're coming into a time period in a year and a half when there's going to be major contact, when the space star people are going to be here, and all these people that are trying to do all this other stuff are going to be having to surrender for all the bad stuff they've been doing, and it's going to be shifting the whole planet. So we're coming into a real shift now that is extremely important for people to understand, and that's one of my key things as a talk show host, is to hear the stories. And I think it's beautiful that you can express your experiences, because every experience is honored. And yeah, I know, I see you, kitty. And every experience is honored. Nope, don't do that. And every experience is honored, but we have to also look at the brighter future, because we have a much brighter future that's coming to our planet. And what we see now is just the ending of an old energy that's not going to be able to survive when we go into the new Earth. Basically, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Still there?
No,
good.
You're saying I work
on. Go ahead.
I work more on. I work more on the battles of what is affecting people, what is hurting people.
Yeah.
I am the one that they show me how they come in and how they are affecting people. I can take somebody who is absolutely bent on taking their life. Give me 30 minutes, and I can have them not doing this. So I work on, they show me what is being done to people, how it's being done, what is the true reality because they're so masterful. Like, Hollywood is so masterful at spinning so many different stories and their agendas and their narratives, and you've got this music that is, fortunately, we're in a change of it, and I'm seeing these young pure souls. Boy, they're just amazing in the music that they're changing. That it's more flowing and it's more moving. It's like, yes, we're out of that very, very aggressive anger music, and we're starting to move more into a better flow. We're getting there. So yes, I agree with you. But I work on, I have to, my reason for being here, let me just put it this way. When they were showing me all this, they were showing me the military, how the military was involved in it, how the military was doing the mind control. And now this is 1992. So when Men in Black came out, the very first one, and Will Smith had his little pin, or Tommy Lee Jones that sit there and does a flash, and all of a sudden they got their mind controlled. That look, the lights are on, but nobody's home. Yeah, I understood that, because that's exactly what they showed me. And I was fighting to stop these people from going into these photo booths or going into this house or this building. And I was so furious with God and Christ and Moses and them that they were just standing there letting this happen. And and their deal was, I caught it. I caught it.
But you know what? Those people like Moses in history, God is from a cosmic perspective and a non-3D understanding. So I've been through earth-based religions, and I throw all the earth-based religions out the window. Matter of fact, I want to get rid of all the earth-based religions.
I use those terms because they're universal. Because I can't go into so creator. I just can't. So if you would permit me, just allow the universal, because people understand those, because they will appear to you as you're familiar with. And so I tell people, open your mind up to more than just what you're right about the religions. You're so right about them.
And what I'm saying is, Catherine, is essentially God is, not to interrupt you, but God is universal. God made all the different planets, solar systems, galaxies. Where I come from, my planet, which is Mars, there are no like certain beings that are like whatever. On Mars, people look at one creator, one God, and they live in harmony with the Christed consciousness. And it's the planet of Mars has got 10 to 15 million inhabitants living on it right now.
Yeah, I've read that.
We should have no idols. If we have idols, that's no good. We have to get rid of idols, because idols are the things that have caused problems on Earth, from Egypt to all these different Roman Empire. Idols have been the downfall of civilizations. When the space people come, there's not going to be any more idols. People are going to have to learn to get rid of the idols that they've been idolizing, and understand that you don't need idols. You need to just be connected to source. And that's what people need to learn.
You go within. For there I am.
Go within.
They say like the stigmata, like the secret teaching of Christ was that Christ was supposedly said that you do not need to go to a church or a synagogue or a temple, to meet with me. You just need to go within, for there I am.
Right.
I like using the I am, but I tell you, I like using goddess more than I do like God, because we're in the, goddess is feminine energy. Spiritual energy is feminine energy. That's why that our men, thankfully, our men are becoming softer, and you're seeing them, becoming more gentle and loving towards animals, and wanting to, we're not in the hunter mentality. Thankfully, we're getting our men back. So we're getting their minds freed back up, because we're getting the spiritual energy.
We are. And Catherine, I don't want to cut you off, because we're having a great discussion. I've been on here since 11 p.m. If it was 11 a.m., I'd be really in trouble. 11 p.m. tonight on the East Coast. Where are you located?
I am in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. You're a couple hours behind. You're like an hour behind us. So we're going to close. We're going to get close. You're our last guest for the night. We've had a lot of great guests on here. It's been a great show. A lot of great guests, and you as well. Speaking at MUFON conference, I thank you for sharing what. And I'm sure that were you speaking about this at the MUFON conference?
No. Well, yes, I was, and we had visitors come in because the electric veil come up. I had a negative ion emitter trying to stop that, and they were so bent on me not sharing what I know. This is kind of why that I was really rushing in some information in here, because it's not. I don't generally do a lot anymore. I've had to really kind of go into hiding, so to speak.
Okay.
Because they find me all the time, Commander, and I'm very spiritual, powerful. I'm very powerful, and so I know what I know and what I can do because I've learned how to spiritually fight. I teach people how to spiritually fight because I work with targeted individuals, and we know that we got to know how to spiritually fight.
So again, my main question is because you said you spoke at MUFON. Just a quick answer. What did you speak at a MUFON conference that MUFON deals with UFOs and all that? What specifically did you say in MUFON? That's the question.
Well, you're wanting to get off the air, and so that it's like that's not something I can really just say in a line or two.
No, I know that, but that's because you mentioned MUFON in your comments before coming on and saying, "Oh, she spoke at MUFON." What did she say at MUFON?
Okay, I'll tell you this. The one thing that scared the daylights out of MUFON and what I knew put me at a different level was when I talked about how I never thought Minotaurs, I never had an opinion that Minotaurs really ever existed until these people literally brought one in on me. And I had to battle this Minotaur. And there was no doubt what this thing was. And when I spoke about that and how that I defeated that Minotaur, because they use such fear, they want to use fear, and I had responded to it that you have not the permission to touch me, and this thing let out a scream out of pure.
Is this what you spoke about at the MUFON conference?
Yes, that's one of the things that I did. And that's when all of a sudden there was a gentleman there that I knew he was way up there. And I could feel him. And when I said that I had defeated that Minotaur and its reaction, that people just stood up in such great disbelief. And I could even feel from him that he was angry that I spoke about how to defeat these things.
Okay, so that was the gist of your discussion with MUFON, correct? Am I correct about that? Are you there?
Say that was the one that I made me withdraw my subscription with them.
Okay.
Because
I won't hold you there. I don't want to interrupt you, but it is like 1:30 in the morning.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for.
I've been on here I've been on here for a long time. Well, I want to thank you for coming up. Definitely an interesting story, and I want to thank you for sharing what you spoke about, when you're at the MUFON conference. Brana, thank you for the hanging lights, all the gifts. Thank you, people. Catherine, I got to take care of my cat a little bit too, get him some food. Have a great night, and thank you for being a guest on the show here on Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. I appreciate you. All right, bring it down. Just press the button. There we go. There we go. All right. Well, it's now about 1:37 a.m. in the morning, all the way on the East Coast here, broadcasting worldwide. It's Encounters. Catherine, thank you. She's our last guest for tonight. We'll have another great show tomorrow night at 11. And, when you're in broadcasting for 21 years, you know how to, I do a lot of phone interviews. So I've gotten used to how to interview people for all these years. I want to thank all my friends out here all over the world, all the new people here. Watch us tomorrow night at 11. This show will be on my YouTube channel. Probably by tomorrow morning, you'll be able to watch a recap of the whole show. And my cat's talking, so I better take care of her. Sonia, thank you, everybody. Have a blessed night. Mal, I can say Mal, too. I'm having a Mal conversation, so I better have a little conversation with my cat here. Sue House, everybody take care. We'll see you tomorrow night at 11. Yeah. You want to come on the camera before I go off? Is that what you want to do? Okay, I'm talking to her. I'll see you guys. Take care. I'm coming.